Good, whatever time of the day it is you are listening to us. This is the PNA Podcast Express.
Correction, it's the LA Times.
It's the LA Times. Quick Trip. Wait, for LA Times, it's the Stuck in Traffic episode. There we go.
Yeah, Uno Quattro.
Yes.
We are stuck in traffic.
On I-5 southbound, motherfucker. There we go.
Yeah.
He's Adam Filkins.
I needed that laugh, thank you.
She's Laura Montgomery. Make sure to pronounce it.
Montgomery. You did that right,
Do not mispronounce her name. I'm Phil Nickel. We're here at the Silver Tavern in
here
Deckerville.
too, Dick.
I said your name.
I said Adam
Filkins.
Oh, I wasn't
But
paying
it was
attention.
after me.
You were the
Maybe I replaced
No, you were the
now.
Holy shit.
You were the lead. I said your name first.
No, you didn't. You said your name first.
He's Adam Filkins. I'm Phil Nickel. Laura Montgomery, the LA Times. Quick Trip. Wait, stuck in traffic on I-5 southbound at 5:15 on a Friday.
For
So
those
here's
of
the
you
thing.
track. Wow. Episode 14 of the Quick
Are you
Trip.
shitting me?
No.
No.
14
This
Quick
LA
Trips.
Times thing is really going to take off.
It is.
So you know what's funny about that is my blood's from California.
Okay.
So my dad is actually from Anaheim.
Anaheim's a great place.
And
I've been
he
to
used to
Anaheim.
complain about the traffic all the time. He moved here to St. Clair Shores to live with
See, I spent...
his grandparents because apparently he was bad. I don't know. But,
When I worked for a large aerospace company, who I may or may not have shit in one of their trash
It
cans
was
in a
not
conference
Rinky
room.
Aerospace, was it?
No,
Okay.
I spent
McDonnell Douglas?
I spent 2 months. I spent 2 months leaving on Monday morning to fly down to Long Beach and then work in Long Beach all week and then fly back on Friday afternoon to Seattle. So,
Okay.
So I'm well versed in
My grandmother
California
worked for
and LA.
McDonnell Douglas.
No, I did not work for McDonnell Douglas.
Bonering, I think it was.
Yeah, they call it the lazy bee,
It was
is what they call
Boeing.
it.
It was
That's
Boeing
hey,
ass.
your words, not mine.
He said bonering.
I just say I work for a
said
large
Boeing.
aerospace company.
Yeah.
They let
And ruined
He
bathrooms
is
for
a
everyone.
bonering.
They let me be an engineer there for 10 years. Isn't that
I need
ridiculous?
someone to pick me up.
When they had you design the bathroom, was it like, make a bathroom that nobody can ever Mile High Club in?
And they're like, what is the most irritating thing you can think of? And I'm like, well, let's make it tiny with no handles and definitely not a baby changing station because,
Oh, but baby changing stations were great back in the day when I had them.
when you had babies or when you were having sex on them.
No, I've never had sex on one of those. What is wrong with you? What kind of girl do you actually think I am?
Well, and
I know I've been a little,
Laura-
off whatever, but no.
Laura's not robust enough to handle the 35-pound weight limit, even on that. So
I am 138 pounds. Actually, no, I
Oh,
weighed myself
my
this morning. I'm
goodness.
136 pounds.
You know when the last time I was 136 pounds? Third grade.
yeah,
Guaranteed.
Me,
Oh, good Lord.
but what I will say
But.
is last year at this time.
Last
no
year
shit.
was-
Last year at this time,
but-
I was 161 pounds.
Okay, well,
So I'm down to 136.
good job.
I didn't do anything. I think it's all the stress of life right now.
Yeah, it's probably the
so-
stress.
I'm pretty sure it is because I'm not doing anything. I can't contribute it to being this badass workout warrior, blah blah blah, or anything like that. It's just
Nobody likes that person. I was approached by a woman at the bar who was rather attractive, and she was talking to me, and I said, so what are your hobbies? And she said, I like to run. And I said, all right, this conversation's over.
fucking
Yeah.
other clowns behind you because that's the only reason I run.
yeah, that wouldn't even do it for me. I'm a fight, don't flight guy kind of guy.
Or I'll just lay down and play dead.
Yeah, yeah, I'll totally go possum.
I was just gonna say I'll go possum. Yeah.
Absolutely, just go possum.
You see me
Yep.
run. I have a really funny story. So
Okay,
this is
go-
a way to start out the segment.
Tell
so
us more.
I don't know how long ago it was, but Tyler can back this story up. If you
Okay.
have when you
so
have
Tyler, email us at pineapplenipplearsehole@gmail.com or pnapodcastexpress@gmail.com. That's pinged nefarious attitude.
No, it's perfect nipple alignment.
There it is. Perfect
But-
nipple alignment.
Tyler will back this story up. We went to Blake's Orchard, I don't know how many years ago. I was married, so I've been divorced for a while now. But
That's some great math.
so, I've been divorced a
Common
little over
Core.
3 years, but I would.
How long have you been divorced?
A little over 3 years.
A little over 3 years. Boy, I have you beaten that department, too.
Yeah, so...
Mine's 5.5.
Okay. Well,
and good for her,
sucks,
is all I have
though.
to say.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
I mean,
and I'm happy
she
for my
clearly
ex.
traded up.
Yeah, my ex did too. So,
Yeah.
But anyway, no, we went to Blake's and they had this haunted thingy, whatever, for Halloween. I'm not a Halloween fan. I don't like to be scared, this, that, whatever. But for
I
the
know.
boys...
We've talked about it for the show.
Yeah.
There's the show I pitched it to
Yeah.
you. And you're like,
And-
but I'm scared of that shit. I'm like, those are the people we need. We need reaction.
That's why I said I'll scream like a little bitch, because I will.
For drunken ghost hunters when I finally
Absolutely.
launched this.
We're
thing.
gonna do that.
I've been talking about
But-
this for Adam. I need you to push me to do this because
Yeah,
you're
we
the
need
reason
to do
we have.
drunken
Dude,
ghost hunters.
I would be so
And-
much on a
But
paranormal podcast.
you know,
And Phil,
no.
we have
You've
to
heard my
have
idea
Tyler
for
on it.
drunken ghost hunters, haven't you?
I have not.
Okay. Anyway, sorry. You tell your story, and then I'll.
We
put a
need
pin
to
in
have
it.
Tyler on the paranormal one though, because let me
Right.
tell you, that shit is attracted to him.
So what is the story you were telling previous?
So we
though?
went to Blake's Orchard
Yes, Blake's
and
Orchard.
doing all this, and we're walking and doing all this shit, and we end up in this kind of dark area where there's, there was a building over here, but in the back there was a building and it was lit up, and Gary and I, my ex-husband and I, were walking. I don't know, 10, 15 feet behind the boys, and they were just walking. We thought it was like a house of mirrors or some shit, whatever. And I had my purse. I have to bring up the purse because it's important later. So we're walking, and the boys just keep walking and da-da-da. And I had said to Gary, I go, God, it's really dark. This is weird. And then this thing emerges from the building, okay? And I'm like, I look, and really, this should be a live show because it's hilarious. But I look, and I'm like, oh, it's a fucking clown. Oh, shit. So I stopped. I just stopped, just stood there. My ex-husband, the good guy that he is, he stopped with me. He's like, what's the matter? I said, that right there, do you see? That's a fucking clown. He's like, are you sure? I'm like, that's a fucking clown. And I literally went just like this. I had my purse in my hand, and I just took one step back. And I took that one step back, and this motherfucker smelt my fear. And he just starts running at me, and I went, boom, dropped my purse, and I ran clear across. I was in somebody else's property, fucking ran and ran and ran, right? When we finally meet up, hour and a half later by the bonfire, I find them, and Gary goes, oh my God. He goes, he was really short. He was freaky.
Do you suffer from coulrophobia, which is fear of clowns?
I do. I'm terrified of clowns.
So coulrophobia is a thing for you.
It is.
You don't like fish either, I've deduced.
No, I don't like fish.
Because I was fishing the other night, and I sent you a snap of the fish, and you're like, don't send this shit to me.
Yeah, no, I don't like fish,
Okay, so-
dead or alive.
Are you fact-checking me right now?
But
No.
so, seriously,
I'd love that if you were.
my ex-husband
Because I need to be fact-checked.
told me at the fire, he looked at me, he goes, you know what? He goes, I did not realize until tonight how terrified you actually were of clowns.
Nice.
He goes, you dropped that and you ran. He goes, and he got up to me and goes, the worst part was the guy had a freaky voice. He's like, she'll think it's funny in the morning. And my husband goes, yeah, I don't think she will.
Great
He goes,
great
"You
asshole.
need to
Now I
stop."
got to deal with this. I got to fight this fire. Thanks, prick.
Yeah.
But I ran so far, I just kept running. I couldn't stop. I was like, oh my God, it's going to get me. It's going to get me. I don't know where that fear came from. I can honestly say I have no idea where the fear of clowns came from. Fish, I figured out a while back where it came from, but the clowns, I have no idea. But this thing still wanted to get me. But it sensed my fear. All I did was take a step back, and it was just like, ha ha, bitch, here I come.
So clowns are dicks, and here's why.
Yes, clowns are dicks, and here's why. Because they're fucked up. Anybody that wants to do that to their face and scare people?
Well, I think that clowning in general and being a clown and the whole makeup, the whole everything, very antiquated idea. I mean, back in the day, that was entertainment, but I think over the last 20, 30 years, it's
they're
very much
scary
shifted.
as fuck.
Are you afraid of cartoon clowns like Krusty from The Simpsons?
Well, okay, I say no, but the boys will tell you yes. That I always go, like,
That's what
I can't do it. Like, I'm just like, oh my God, like.
See, I love phobias though.
The
My
boys-
daughter does too. She always lists off phobias.
The boys and this motherfucker's still trying to text
There's
me
actually
after I said.
there's actually a phobia that's fear of farts. And it's great.
I'm not
It's
afraid
fantastic.
of farts. I have boys. I'm not
Yeah.
afraid of farts.
I forget the name of that one.
I'll crock dust you. I don't care.
Flagophobia.
It is flagophobia. Yeah, I believe it is. I think you're correct on
Seriously,
that actually because
what the
I looked it up
fuck?
because my daughter. Hey, asshole, stop texting her, please.
Yes,
You know who
please.
you are.
He can't
Yeah,
hear
you
right
know
now.
who you are.
He's going to listen to the podcast because you're on
Please,
it. Please
leave
just
me the
stop.
fuck alone. I'm going through a
We
lot.
get it.
I'm
We get
trying
it.
to get through this podcast. Just
We
leave me
get
the
it.
motherfucker alone.
We get it. Laura's hot. We get it. Beautiful. She's wonderful, but stop. You're annoying her at this point.
Yeah, she's out of your league.
Yeah, way out of your league. Anywho, so I'm going to tell you now my pitch for Drunken Ghost Hunters. I've had this one for years. I thought of this. So you see, what had happened was we go to
We go to the what happened was.
see, what had happened was I decided that it would be a great series to find local lures for big time ghost stories, like vis-a-vis Minnie Quay here down in Forster.
The boys actually
So-
stood at Minnie Quay's grave.
Yeah, I've done.
I
it once.
have done that several times.
So, anywho, what we do is we go to a local drinking establishment, such as maybe even this bar because it's
The
close enough.
Silver Tavern in Deckerville.
Silver Tavern,
The
Deckerville,
STD.
the old STD, and we talk about and we film, like first person, the talking head style, people talking about the lore of the ghost. Yeah, that's what they
Like
call
Blair
it.
Witch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, no, that's what they call it. Like if you ever watched like The Office or anything, when
so
they're
frightened.
when they're sitting there talking, that's called the talking head. When
Right.
it's first person. Okay, so we film that and we talk about it throughout the night. Various people, whoever wants to talk about it, and then we pick 5 or 6 people that maybe have indulged quite a bit.
You
And
need to have
that were
Tyler
on,
because
that were on,
Ooh.
and we proceed to go to the place where said apparition is, and we search for said ghost while we're
Absolutely.
drunk and film it all.
Absolutely.
And then we edit.
So
Lots
something-
of editing, which is the part.
No,
so
you have
the
to have my
editing
little
is
bitch
the editing
screams in there.
The editing is the only part why I haven't done it because I hate video editing.
I'm against all editing.
Okay.
Like you throw it
So you
together.
want raw feed?
You want raw feed.
But see, my hope
But
for
the
the
Minnie
series.
Quay thing, you wouldn't have to edit that. That
but-
shit is fucking real.
But my hope for the series is
Series.
it's going to be for YouTube, and it's going to be about 20
got my
to
series.
35-minute episodes.
Right.
So
But you
you've
can't
gotta-
summon them in 30 minutes.
No,
They
you
come
don't.
when they want to come.
So you don't edit. You don't edit.
you
Because
just
Mel
no,
laughs
some
'cause
stuff
she's like,
out.
yeah,
No,
they
you
just
don't-
come
you
when they
don't-
come.
Please, can I talk? You don't edit the stuff in the field when you're drunk. You have to go through all the interviews that you do in the bar because you're talking about a couple hours worth of interviews in the bar.
Right.
Obviously, some of them are going to be stinkers. Some of them are going to be great. I mean, let's face it. Most people aren't the most charismatic that we've ever met.
So something you may not know about me.
Go on.
You may not know this, but
Tell us
I
more.
have done a fair amount of ghost investigations in my life.
Really?
I have tons of
So
equipment.
you are my guy. Will you push me to do this? Because drunken,
I
you
will,
gotta admit,
'cause I really
isn't-
wanna do
Isn't
this.
Drunken Ghost Hunters a good idea?
This might
Yeah.
be even one that we can get my wife in on.
Yeah, Drunken Ghost Hunters. And Laura said to me, she's like, "Oh, I would be scared shitless. You wouldn't want me on." I'm like, "Those are the people we want on."
I'd be
You-
screaming
do you know
like
what
a
the
little
Bruce
bitch.
Mansion
You have no
is?
idea.
Yeah.
Tyler
I've-
wants to go there.
I've been there before, and it's freaky.
See, I've been everywhere. I've done everything. I've done all the ghost shit. I pretty unflappable. It doesn't really fucking.
Oh,
bother
it doesn't.
Me.
it doesn't
Yeah.
bother me. But that place was cool.
But
There was a lot of
the
shit
nice part
going
is it's the build up. It's the build up to it, getting people psyched up, and I think intoxication just adds another layer of wonderful to this whole.
Do you know what that wonderful will be
Expedition.
from me? Oh my God, somebody just touched me.
on. And nothing will have touched her.
Nothing will. No, that's not true.
And
Seriously, Tyler, I'm
and
not
then-
kidding you.
and
Tyler, they are so attracted to Tyler. Like, literally. We had one in our house for the longest time, and it was, I will never forget the day Tyler saw it.
Oh, we could do a whole
This
other
is a great
podcast
fucking
on
song.
stories I could tell.
So anyway, Drunken Ghost Hunters. That's my idea.
I like
No one
it.
else's. I've prepped it. I've looked all over. Nobody's
So
done
when are we
anything
gonna
like
do
it.
it?
Let's do it. That's why I've been buying all the camera equipment. I have numerous action cams. I have a
I
half
have
a dozen.
friends who do this
I
shit.
have a half a dozen
I have
action
friends
cams.
who
That
do
nice
this shit.
camera that I bought. I have that. Let's
Drunk-
fucking do it.
Yeah, it's not
Drunk
right about
hunters.
cameras.
Because
Seriously.
Drunk
because everybody that goes to the site has to have a body cam on them. Because we want their perspective too.
Yeah. I like it.
Well, let's
No,
do it. There
seriously.
we go. That's
So-
an original Phil Nickel
and-
idea,
and
by the
I
way.
have
So fuck
friends-
y'all if you want to try to.
I have friends who have done this, so they have all the equipment.
My lawyer knows about it.
My lawyer might know about some things.
Thank you, Wade. Love you, buddy.
Who's
I was going
Wade?
to say, get on it, Wade.
Look at that ass.
He
I'm
is
gonna
the
smack
official law office
I'm trying to be
of
positive
the,
right now.
The P&A.
the P&A Podcast Express.
Yeah, he's been a guest before. Wade is our attorney. He just graduated law school at Michigan
Okay,
State, and
hold
he's
on.
trademarking patent or trademarking.
Hey Wade,
Patents.
how you doing?
Yeah, Wade.
So You're an attorney.
Yeah.
Just promise me you won't ever book me. That's all I have to say.
All right.
Attorneys don't book people.
I know they don't book people, but he might send me in to be booked, and I don't ever want that. I just want my attorney present. So Wade is his name.
I should hook
Does he Wade? Hi.
I should hook you up with Wade.
I thought you wanted to hook me up with Jeff.
That's a lie. No, I never wanted that. That's a bad idea. That's terrible.
We know it's better for you.
Well, there's some lessons in life you just have to learn on your own, folks. And vis-a-vis, let's chalk that up as the one of them. Anywho, okay, so
yeah,
but
we need to make this happen.
Wade's only 26 or 27 years old.
I
Though.
can't do that. I think we talked about this. I can't do that. I have a beautiful,
does it help?
beautiful 26-year-old that would love. He has been infatuated with me for years, and I'm like, I can't fucking do it. You're only like so many years older than my oldest. I can't do it. It's immorally wrong.
But
I don't think
Wade
that's
is an old
right.
soul.
Yeah, he is.
So-
He said that. We've established
so
that.
we're talking like Tyler now. Well, that just made it even worse. Because Tyler's an old soul. Tell me sweet little lies there, leopard print.
You got it. Anywho,
Who's the bartender?
that really that went the opposite way of progress.
Oh,
No, because
yeah,
we're
please
going to make
don't.
this happen.
Yeah,
Well, the
thank
Drunken
you.
Ghost Hunters? Yeah,
Yes.
please.
Yes.
This has been my dream. I pitched this to so
Soon.
many people,
Soon.
and
We
everybody's
need
like,
that
that's a
soon."
great idea. But you know me, I'm a procrastinator. I don't know if you knew this about me.
Are you familiar with Wheatland Cemetery?
Yes.
That is
Right
going
up
to
the
be our
fucking road.
that is going to be our first investigation.
Yeah, that's actually
Minnie
right.
Quinn.
No, Minnie Quay's in Forster.
Yeah.
Wheatland
Well-
is the glowing headstone, and
Oh,
that's
fuck,
where
I don't know.
that's where my
Mel,
aunt and uncle. That's
help
where I
me.
farmed growing up. Is
I'm
up
like
there.
all fucked up because I
Yeah,
don't even
I
fucking
grew up.
know.
No, wait, I didn't grow up. Yeah, one hurt. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't grow up anyway.
No, I didn't grow up either.
Yeah, I
didn't grow up.
Ooh, tell me more.
I have to be funny right now because I'm in a bad state.
So I like your definition of funny is fondling your tits. I love it.
Oh, it's just, oh my God, he just fucking said that shit.
He
so for
called
anybody
you out.
listening, I really was not fondling my tits.
No, she's fondling
fondling
Melanie's tits.
Melanie's.
Yeah,
How did you read that? My God, you're like Nostradamus of boobs.
Boobstradamus.
Yes.
So, all right, this is good. I don't have to drive. My ex is going to come get me.
So does anybody have a my friend is a dick and here's why, or a karate kick to the crotch
Do
story?
they have to be a friend or they just have to be a dick?
Just a dick. You can expose any dicks here. I mean, we've exposed lots of dicks
So-
on this show.
so I don't
That's all
have-
we do. We flop them right on the table.
I just want to say that, you know what? Sometimes trying to be a good person doesn't fucking pay off because people just they just fucking drain you.
I think they just want to fuck you sometimes too.
And they just Jesus Christ. They just drain you, and you give your all, and they just keep like bam, ba, bam, ba, bam, ba, bam, and you're just like, seriously, like I'm really trying, but you make it so difficult.
There's something I discovered a long time ago. You have to evaluate your circle of people you surround yourself with, and cut out the ones that just take and don't give.
The
and
ones
don't
who
add.
sit there want to bam, ba bam,
Ba
ba
bam,
bam,
ba bam, ba
yeah.
bam, ba bam. Unless you like your forehead being rammed against the headboard, then it's okay.
Yeah.
Some people like that. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. I mean,
And then I'm over in the room next door, and
See-
I'm like, oh, come on.
saying, Dad, the raccoons are back.
Yeah. The harder, the better.
Brought to you by... Oh, we don't have a sponsor for this one.
Oh, we
don't.
do. We have a sponsor. It's Michelob Ultra.
Thank
It's
you.
Laura Montgomery, not Montgomery.
That-
Montgomery. So, okay, here's a fun fact.
I don't think the Anheuser-Busch needs more press, but okay.
Bush. So don't have
Bush.
that. But so here's a fun fact. So
Is
when
it a fun fact? Am I going to laugh at
it
this?
Really,
Is
well,
it
you
going to
might
bring
not-
me joy?
I don't know if that'll bring you joy, but
Okay, it's a fun fact.
So I in like 9th grade was like, if I ever have a boy, I'm going to name him Tyler. I stuck with that.
Huh.
I get married. I have my first son, and I told my ex-husband, if we have a boy, his name is Tyler. So we have a boy. We named him Tyler Austin Montgomery. Now say that in a southern drawl. Tyler Austin Montgomery.
So
And you can find him on the entire map. It's Tyler Austin Montgomery. It's Tyler, Texas, Austin, Texas, Montgomery, Alabama.
it's a fact. I don't know if it's fun, but thank you.
You know what? Fuck you, Phil. Because I've about had enough of this shit.
It's your podcast. I'm just here for the ride.
This is the LA Times. It is no longer the PNA podcast. It's LA Times.
What's your email address if you're that fancy-pantsy?
Wait,
The email address is still the PNA pineapple arsehole nipple at gmail.com. Some shit like that.
Wait, do I have to come up with more?
But if we come up with the other one,
music?
it'll be, for the other one, it can be, so for the LA Times, it can be the perfect nipple alignment at gmail.com. You know what? You need to take that shit.
What's that? Yeah.
What?
Wow.
I what?
You fucked up the email address worse than I generally do. And I appreciate that. Now you're truly the co-host of the show. See, I see what you did there. That was a power move. That was a fucking put your balls on the table, and they're definitely bigger than mine.
I'm so sorry.
That's a power play right there. I'm impressed. Color me impressed.
There's no balls.
They're called chesticles.
Yeah, so, here's... Oh.
But anyway, Adam, how are you today?
Phil, I'm doing great.
Great. Hey, Adam, I don't tell you this enough. I love you, buddy.
Love you too, man.
Oh, hey, Mel. I don't tell you this enough. I love you, buddy.
Now kiss. And that just happened.
Why did you move in closer to the mic when you said that, Phil?
And kiss. I know. Did you have your tongue pierced at one time? I thought so.
You should know that.
How would I possibly know that?
You should know that.
It's the years when I was not around her.
Have you ever heard Chris Rock's theory on that?
If she has a tongue ring, she'll suck your dick. If a dude has a tongue ring, he'll probably suck your dick.
Yes.
That's the Chris Rock, yeah.
So, okay, are we all set on everything, or do I need to pay for anything?
No,
Stop.
you're good.
All right, I'm like...
You're being annoying
I
right
don't
now.
even... Oh! Hey! You, tell them to tell me not to be annoying.
We've been telling you not to be annoying for 2 weeks.
4 episodes now. Actually 5. But there was a lost one.
I took over. Thank God for that fucking lost
See,
one.
that lost
Lord.
episode is called the Anne Frank episode.
That lost episode
because it's no
is
longer
a
around
blessing.
either.
That long.
Holy shit. Number 10 in Israel.
I said long again. I didn't mean long.
Oh,
that
boy.
lost episode.
Probably 11 now.
Thank fucking
What is wrong with me?
whatever for that.
Is it wrong to say we've crashed and burned in Israel?
No. How did we crash and burn? They love me.
They don't love Phil.
No, they love Laura. So
So
do you know
what-
who Mikkel Maroney is?
No.
Oh, Jesus criminy, what are you missing?
What are we talking about here?
Mikkel Maroney.
You're biting your lip.
Uh-huh. Yeah, he's nice.
I'm not a good judge of how other dudes look, but I'll call out. I'm like, that dude's attractive, I bet you.
All right, I'll show
Women
you.
find him attractive.
I wasn't curious at all as to what he looks like.
Yeah.
And then I just got a text in all caps. And not from the person we think it is. It was someone else. But it's like, why are you all capsing me?
Tell us more.
Are you fucking yelling at me?
I do this whole podcast in all caps.
My whole world is all caps.
That's why
Where's
next
my
one I'm going to start
Mikkel?
out is going to be like, hey, welcome to the PNA Podcast Express.
I'm going to have to sit back here because I'm talking like this.
I'm going to lean way back from the microphone because I don't want to yell at you too much.
Sunday.
So that's my Mikkel Maroney.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, yeah.
Could that shirt be any tighter?
Yeah, it could. And I could take it off.
What? That's the kind of guy that you look at and go, wow, he could have been a woman.
That's
What the fuck
that's
is
the
wrong
ki-
with you,
I
Adam?
hope that ruins it for
That's
you.
the kind of guy that I see attached to Ricky Martin's arm.
Yes.
Oh, are you kidding me? He is by far not gay.
Bailamos.
La vida loca.
Yeah, I'll la vida
All
loca
right.
your ass right out of this goddamn bar.
I'll be right
oh,
back.
excuse me, Lord.
I've got to use the restroom. Can you keep the kids entertained for that long?
Oh, I'm sure.
It's the LA Times. It's not the PNA Podcast Express anymore.
Yeah, it's the LA Times. So now we're on the LA Times.
So how's it going?
Well, it's going all right. It's getting a little darker. I like that it's taking longer to get darker, but a lot on my mind, as we know. We're not going to discuss that. But what's going on in your world besides the baby raccoons? You haven't discussed those yet. That's amazing.
We
I might want one. I think Otis maybe needs a playmate that he thinks is kind of cool.
They are actually remarkable dog playmates.
Yeah. He did not like the other dog I brought home. No, I should not. Hold on. Let me rephrase that. He didn't not like the other dog. The other dog did not like him and was very just...
Well, how could anybody not like Otis?
Exactly.
Dog must have been out of his mind.
I think she was just... She wasn't the alpha dog. Now she's in a home where she's the alpha dog, and she's perfect. But, yeah.
Otis is pretty cool.
He's a pretty... I should bring Otis to the bar one night. He'd be like... Because he loves beer. He'd be like, give me your beer, bitch.
Well, you could get him one of those emotional support animal vests that you get on Amazon.
I'm obviously going to need that soon. So
I'm pretty sure that nobody actually has an emotional support animal. They just go on Amazon and...
You know what? I want a platypus.
Best I can do is a raccoon.
Yes. Well, I think the raccoon, like when you showed me that picture and you said, you know what that is? I'm like, yeah, it's a baby raccoon. Like, seriously, like... Although the other day I called it a pussy because I wasn't sure exactly when you showed the raccoon. And then Phil, I listened to it and he called it a rascoon. Phil's back.
A rascoon?
A rascoon.
Actually, I've been here this entire time. Adam just put me on mute.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Talk shows on mute.
That's how we make the money. Is with Phil on mute.
He knows where his bread is buttered.
There's the jingle jangle.
Tell us more, yeah.
Well, they're...
Can I help you with that? Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, boy.
I do want to say really quickly, just in a passing kind of thing.
Go ahead, and I have something after this.
That this episode for me is
therapeutic.
Therapeutic for...
That's the word, therapeutic.
Greg Lake.
Yes.
That's all I want to say. It's therapeutic for Greg Lake.
I appreciate that. That's a good tribute right there.
Yes.
That's quality.
Yes.
So what I want to note is Katie in Alaska. Laura says she's sorry.
Yes, Katie.
We love you, Katie. You're an OG fan. You've listened to every episode. You prepare for it. She's the one that texts me when we're running late at our post time. So.
Well, yes.
So we appreciate that.
Katie,
what
I
did
just
you
want to
do?
say I'm so sorry because I made the comment when you said something about we were on our 13th episode, but then she counted it as
and I said she's an accountant, and
she counted 11 twice.
It doesn't matter.
And I said, what kind of an accountant is she if she counted? She can't count.
It doesn't.
So,
matter.
Katie, my personal apologies. I really look forward to meeting you, and I am so sorry because the fuck you sit down and I'm like, oh, they're still warm.
So. I'm going to throw some reality out here. A, she's in Alaska. You're probably never going to meet her.
She's coming. She's coming back here.
She's coming home soon.
Yeah,
she's actually bummed because she's going to be home the week after we do the live broadcast.
No, so then
she
can we
could come
postpone
to a
it?
pre-recording.
Oh yeah, you're always welcome. Please be a guest. Yeah.
Yeah. So
tell us about your trials and tribulations in Alaska.
You will meet her. So there goes that whole theory.
Katie, because I think she would love me.
Oh, she probably would.
Yeah, and I love. Oh, Mel says everybody loves me. Yes, and I love everybody till you fuck me over. Then I'll fuck you over. And let me tell you, it ain't pretty when that shit happens.
Yeah.
Oh,
foots and asses.
Yeah, 7.5 up your ass sideways. You'll be burping fucking Nike for the rest of your life
with no lube.
And I don't even wear Nike, so you're fucked all
so
the way
that had
around.
to come from someplace else.
Holy
what are you doing
shit.
out there, you dirty dog?
You stealing people's shoes to shove up people's asses? Is that what happened?
Well, I just shove my foot up anybody's ass if you fuck me over. I am a good person till you fuck me over.
You know, throwing a shoe at somebody's like the ultimate fuck you, I feel like. Because you care enough to take your own shoe off and throw it at somebody.
I do feel those in the Middle East.
Oh, my God. That thing would... Holy crap.
That might only be a 7.5, but Jesus.
The heel on that thing's a fucking 11, though.
Yeah.
That's right, because I got to keep... You know what? I shrunk as life went on.
Tell us more.
I started... So, my biological mom was 5'9". I started life, like, I don't know. I shouldn't say life, but in my 20s, I was 5'7".
That's when you started life in your 20s?
I did.
Go on.
But when I met my ex-husband, I was 5'7", 106 pounds. So I've shrunk now. I'm 5'5", 138 pounds.
Maybe the extra weight's dragging you down.
Well, he said he beat me down.
Oh, good
That's what
Lord.
he said. He goes, I beat you down.
That's
But we're
not cool,
we're like
man.
best.
Not
no,
cool. No,
but
I know. You are. You're still friends with
and
him. I get
you'll
it.
see him soon because he's coming to pick me up. I told him have Tyler bring me here, or have Tyler bring.
Well, maybe he should be on the
fucking Lord.
podcast.
I had Tyler.
Maybe we need counterpoint.
Jesus, I can't even
Point,
talk.
counterpoint.
People,
Jesus
just
has
ignore
nothing to
this.
do with it.
No, you're right. But I told him have Tyler bring you here because Tyler's off tonight. I said then you can drive me and my truck home. And he said give me 20 minutes, and that was roughly about 19 minutes ago. So we should see him shortly.
Jesus loves you, but everyone else thinks you're an asshole.
But in reality, I do want to say to people
That's
out
my
there,
favorite bumper sticker.
just because you get divorced doesn't mean you have to be enemies. And I know it's awkward for some people, but my ex-husband and I get along so well, and he is my go-to, and he will save me from anything, and I am so thankful. So this podcast for me on the LA Times goes out to Gary Montgomery. You are my rock, and you always help me, and I am so thankful for that. So
You do speak well of him for him being an ex.
he's an amazing
Almost
person.
to the point of it being awkward for everyone.
I'm a little awkward.
Well,
Yeah.
you.
He's amazing.
I'm always awkward.
Anything would be awkward
There's
for us.
nothing
Yeah,
weird.
generally-
There's nothing weird at all. There's no like any of the stuff you might
Jazz
think. It's
hands?
just
You're doing
no.
jazz hands.
Yeah, you're doing
He's-
jazz hands. Does that mean there's no sexual attraction? When was the last time you copulated?
That would have been a very long time. Like we've been divorced over 3 years.
So it's been over 3 years then.
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right.
He has somebody. He's good, and that person understands because he's made it clear to them. I'm number one. I come first.
Which
But-
finger is saying you're number one?
Probably that one.
Yeah.
Yep.
But no, he is a great
The
guy,
same one
and
are
you
you.
will know that when he walks in. He's
I
a
don't
great
doubt it for a
fucking
minute.
guy. He really is.
Don't
He's had my
mansplain
back.
me.
I'll mansplain you. I just don't want to manscape you.
Oh, shit. Speaking of which, future episode, Phil gets manscaped by Laura.
It's gonna.
Doggy.
It's gonna be the
And
crossover episode.
Adam will be giving a
play-by-play.
a play-by-play whilst
You
he
need
covers
another
his
baby doll.
eyes.
No, here.
All right.
No,
Laura appears to be
Mel.
hanging out with a Wookiee.
Oh, good
Oh,
Lord.
hold on. Let me meow.
Okay.
Oh, chickens. Now, is that a cock or a chicken?
We're going to be number
No,
one.
that was just a.
If you keep making animal noises, we're going to be number one in Alabama.
We'll get
Alabama.
syndicated down there.
I like Alabama. I can't help it. I hope Tyler walks in here. I really do. Because we're going to fucking throw a mic on Tyler.
You got it right there.
We will. We'll throw a mic on Tyler.
In Alabama, will be known as the P&A podcast at Triple Express.
The tri-
License and
I just
registration,
got it.
chicken fucker.
I had chickens. I think I told you that. the
Yeah,
other
you
day.
did.
I had chickens. We had chickens. Tyler decided one day to just go out and get chickens. And he filled my shed with chickens.
We had chickens at one point, and then like a weasel killed them all.
Oh,
Every one of
some
them.
got to a
Damn,
couple of
weasel.
ours, but
You know, we're on episode, 43?
up they're on their way, so they'll be
44.
here in a little bit.
I really,
43.
I really wish I was funny. Sorry,
I'm telling
folks.
you, we need
So
Tyler
does
on
everybody
air.
who's been
I
listening.
know. I get a lot of text about it.
You know, the
They're
thing
like,
is,
dude, you are not funny. And I'm like, I know.
You are,
I
though.
know.
Who says you're not funny?
Lots of
I'll
people
beat
do.
their ass.
But they continue to listen to
Listen.
the podcast.
Let me tell you something. If you do not think Phil is funny,
You have
I'm
not
number
seen
one,
Phil. Oh,
I'm going to beat your ass.
I'm more of a visual comic. I don't work with props either, so
no.
just my own goofy ass appearance.
So, are we going to try jerky?
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's try
we gotta
jerky.
try jerky. Let's
we're
pause this
we're at
shit
like
and go
we're
into
at like
jerky.
34 minutes. We got to plug the.
So this was our short
Tuscaloosa.
trip. Oh, yes.
Tuscaloosa, our
we will be there.
35-minute short trip, which is going to be at least another 5 minutes. But Tuscaloosa,
Can't help it. Can't help
Tuscaloosa.com.
it.
Thank you.
Live bands all day.
All day
August
long.
7th. Go to the website. Get some
BYOB.
tickets.
You know, like
BYOB.
here.
You'll see us there.
You'll see us
You'll
there.
actually get to
Do
figure out
things.
what we look like, and you can be thoroughly disappointed. Laura will be there, and she'll be doing what she's doing right now.
We will totally have. We're not going to tell people which one is which, though.
No, we'll let you guess. It'll be
Yeah.
a fun contest.
Yeah.
You can guess which one's Phil
You
and
gotta-
which one's Adam
And which one's Laura?
and which one's Laura.
And which one's Melanie?
They won't be able to tell her by her voice because she never comes on the air.
Yeah.
She did, though.
But
Hold
she
on.
didn't.
I had to channel my inner Mitch Hedberg there. I love Mitch Hedberg,
Hedberg.
by the way. Mitch Hedberg.
I like hedge. I like the word hedge.
Over the hedge. Anyway, TuscolaPalooza.com.
Yeah, come on out. Check out. We don't know what we're going to do yet, but we're going to do something. We've been told we were going to be given stage time.
And we will entertain you.
Wait,
we
what
won't.
does stage time mean?
That means we're going to have time when we're on stage.
It could just be
Doing
Adam and I
what?
bringing out
Wait,
a card table and
like-
playing solitaire.
With,
Yes.
with
Together.
With
Yes.
like
It,
with
it
this
could be
or
together,
like
solitary togetherness. Oh,
this kind of shit.
I mean,
Like,
I'm not
'cause
sure
I
what
don't
that
know.
is, but
if you want me to Magic Mike this shit, I'll do that.
Oh,
Yeah.
we so want you to Magic Mike this
no,
shit.
you do not. You ever see
I
the
know,
Chris Farley
'cause I
Chippendales?
have to freaking
That's me.
Yeah.
shave him next week. I'll be gone next week unless we do it on Monday. Oh, which we can do it on Monday.
We can
'cause
do
I
it
leave
on Monday.
Tuesday. I leave Tuesday. Well, at this point,
So
I leave
I will
Tuesday.
go to manscaped.com and order my new Manscaper. By the way, if you want to be a sponsor, because they sponsor almost every podcast I listen to,
Yeah.
manscaped.com.
And every UFC fight now, they're on the ring. The ring.
So
barrier
if
things.
you want me to have my manscaped by a lovely woman with your product, be a sponsor.
you might have just scared them off.
Yeah. With Adam giving play-by-play.
And she goes to the right, and there's like three
Oh!
strangle hairs, and she pulls it up.
That
we
anti-nick
snagged.
technology
We snagged
really came
there.
in great there.
We snagged, and then she goes up and around, and whoa! All
I
right,
think
to
we
the left.
finally
We're to
found
the left
the
now.
pure white. Underneath years of layers of whatever
Shit,
fur
dude.
that is.
You know what's awesome?
Anyway.
You know what's awesome though is that could be such good friends and have. I don't want to say it on it.
To be
but,
fair, I would let you manscape my junk.
to be fair, I think you might
Congratulations.
let anyone manscape your job.
No, I would not trust that to just anyone. No, that's
I would do it. I
that's
would
like
do
a
it.
trust fall right there.
Yeah.
literally
But
like
I-
you and
you would
3/4
let
of the
someone else-
population.
No, I
I
would
would
say
not
more
let
like
anybody skate me.
no. I would not. I would trust very few people in this arena. So
Oh, it's an arena now. That's awful bold of you.
everybody shows up for for a view. Well, of course, it's an arena.
All right, so jerky. We were on
Yeah.
jerky. We're going to
Yes,
do
we're
that.
gonna do jerky.
This is
Apparently, when they get here, I have to leave right away.
a cover of.
So maybe I should just tell them not to come. I'm just going to drive home.
I don't think that's a great idea.
No, I'll just hang out with you guys for a while.
Tell them to
it's
come.
only 8:30.
Tell them to come slower.
Well, if all guys could do that.
Anyway,
So-
TuscolaPalooza.com.
Yes, TuscolaPalooza.com. Come out and see what the hell we're going to do. We don't know what it is.
Thanks, Rick.
You
Yeah.
probably won't know what it is
Rick who?
afterwards.
He's-
Eric.
Sorry, I thought it was Rick. Eric. I apologize. God damn it, that's terrible.
Forgive
Fucking
him, Lord.
Phil,
He
God
just
damn it.
said,
Holy
God
shit, what the
dang
fuck
it.
are you doing?
All right. Well,
Thanks, Eric.
we're gonna play this little ditty that he did. He remade Cemetery Gates. He does all the instruments on this. If you look it up online, Eric Van Landingham on YouTube.
Oh, this was what you played the other day,
Yeah, well, this
but
is
a different song. Yeah.
and he does a pretty fantastic job on it, actually. Whenever it starts here. Mr. Eric Van Landingham with Cemetery Gates, getting us through the jerky times.
That was wonderful. That was
Yeah,
far better than having to listen to us chew.
Yes, far better. And he does all the instruments on that on his own. Recorded that in his home studio. And I got to tell you, Eric is kind of.
I think we should have him produce our show. I'm joking. You're wonderful, Adam. We love you. But Eric, good job on that.
We can afford me.
Yes. Yeah, we can't afford me, though, unfortunately. Which
Eric
is,
does have his own studio that he
Hey,
records people in.
I'm not being paid.
Oh, wait, hang on. There you go.
There you go.
Wait,
No.
are we like
Yeah.
paying people? Because like I haven't been paid.
Yeah, you can make double what we do.
We'll give you triple even.
Yeah.
So anyway, our jerky selection today was Stubbs Original Beef Steak Bites. Stubbs Original.
Stubbs.
Stubbs.
You know what that means?
Stubbs. This
Stubbies.
This is another selection from RedTruckBeefJerky.com. www.redtruckbeefjerky.com.
You know,
and it's seasoned with Stubbs' personal barbecue flavor sauce.
if you get his barbecue, like his barbecue sauce,
Staying away from you.
it says
You're just like,
it says on the right on the bottle, I put my life in that sauce.
That's right. The sauce is the
The
boss.
sauce is
wait,
boss.
you got.
So
You gotta say it like this.
So here it is. Stubbs Legendary Barbecue. When Stubbs opened his original Texas barbecue joint in
He
1968,
was a stub then, he's still a stub.
he served a plate of what he called love and happiness. Stubbs
Oh, yeah,
smoked
he
his
does.
meat to perfection
Oh, smoke that meat.
and made his sauces
Smoke
from
it.
scratch.
I
His
bet you
legacy
he
lives
rubs it.
on with these tender steak bites smothered with the flavor of Stubbs' legendary original barbecue seasoning. And let me tell you what,
Can I get another
it is
one?
pretty tasty.
Yeah.
The brown sugar really comes through in the middle, which I appreciated. It says there's vinegar as a component,
I
but
gotta tell you,
I didn't get
taste
that.
anything.
I didn't get
No.
really
I
any
didn't
vinegar.
taste anything.
But
No.
I will say, I found
I
it
tasted nothing.
after the initial
I still don't have.
after the initial taste, it kind of was a little bland. Why are white people so afraid of
So
flavor?
here's the thing. No, I'm not afraid of flavor, but Stubbs, if it's a stub, it's going to be bland.
But anyway,
Well-
it was good. It was. It
I don't
finished
think-
nice. It
Nobody
really doesn't
else
linger
got
around.
that
Yeah,
but
yeah, I
Mel.
got it.
I don't think that meat was personally rubbed by Stubbs.
No,
Well,
it could
it
have used a
should
lot
be.
more rubbing.
Not by Stubbs.
I give it. It's a solid.
rub
It's,
on that
Lord.
Stubbs.
it's
Anybody
good.
listening,
It's
I
good, but not
apologize.
great. It's like a 7.
Thank you.
7 out of 10.
No rub on that stub. That's what I say.
Actually, we'll give it a 6.8. 6.8.
6.8.
Good. Worth your time. Not terrible,
I'm
but
giving it a 6.2.
not outlandishly wonderful.
I'm
like,
giving it a 6.2.
like they claim on the bag.
That's all.
But,
Is
6.2.
that because it's just a stub?
but
Yeah,
if everything
'cause-
was as good as it claims to be on its bag,
I
then
got to floss. Hold on.
that's a weird
Just-
that's a segue.
Because
Yeah.
I have
Segue
this thing
deluxe.
with my teeth. Anybody who knows me
this
knows
segment
that.
brought
I
to you
have
by
a-
the American Dental Association. 4 out of 5 dentists can go
seriously.
fuck themselves.
Pretty much. But no, I have a thing with my teeth. Anybody who knows me knows that I am constantly. I would say that constantly, like I'm from fucking Boston.
What are you
or
dragging
something.
it out like you're from Boston?
Yeah, from Boston. I'm from Boston, bitches.
Constantly.
Or I can do that.
Go down to
Hey,
Yorkie
listen here,
Way.
Thornhill. Listen,
Yeah.
I put my foot up your ass in Thornhill. No, like the whole Boston thing, though. I don't know where it comes from. Like I was raised here.
Probably Boston.
Bukkake.
No, I didn't come from Boston. I don't know where it
Boston
comes
cocky.
from. But I just
Boston
say-
cocky.
Everybody calls me out on the word "all" and anything that be like Boston, anything.
See, I grew up-
don't-
you- I grew up-
don't
You
do
have
it on
chowder or
purpose.
chowder?
Chowda. I grew up too close to Canada, so I say out and about and about.
Out
Yeah.
in a boat, in a boat,
Yeah.
in a boat, and about,
Fucking
about.
wacky ass Canadians. I say out weird.
But
I
it's
don't
okay
think
if you
they
got
say
chowder.
Out.
Chowder.
Chowda.
Depends on what kind of chowder we're talking about.
Clam chowder for the deli on Fridays.
Clam chowda.
I fucking hate
Oh,
fish.
you're probably corn chowder freak, aren't you? You like corn chowder?
You know what? I used to make chicken corn chowder, and then I got pregnant with Tyler, and I didn't know I was going to give birth to him, and I had chicken corn chowder. My parents came into town,
You
and I
didn't
made.
know you were going to give birth to him?
Well, okay, let me rephrase
Once you were
that.
pregnant, you had no idea.
Wow.
What's happening?
What is
I
happening?
knew I was going to give birth, but
Okay.
he was 3 weeks early. But my parents
There we go. This tracks with the story.
happened
Yes.
to surprise me and come into town.
With-
and
Corn chicken chowda?
no, I made it when they came into town, and I had a bowl, and I got sick in the afternoon, not knowing it had anything to do with that. And at 1:30 in the morning, my water broke. It was a horrible night. I was so mean to my ex-husband. Like, we went out to dinner with my parents, and I was just evil. Like, I was.
I
But
cannot
again-
imagine.
That doesn't track with the
But
story.
again, had no clue that I was going into labor. I had no clue. So we got home, 1:30 in the morning, my water broke, and I'm like, what is that? And then I'm trying to wake my ex-husband, who's really pissed off at me at this point because I was a
'Cause you
literal
were a
bitch.
dick at dinner.
I was a
Yeah.
dick.
Laura's a
Him
dick, and
my
here's
dad-
why.
Because him and my dad kept ordering beers, and I'm like, the fuck, we got beer at home if you want
Fuck,
to drink,
you ain't gonna
bitches.
drink beer here, bitch.
Right, like at $3 a bottle, we got beer at home. So the whole way home, I was just
And those are
like,
1998 prices.
Yes.
Yeah. So we get home. we go to
$3
bed,
a beer.
My water breaks, and I'm like, the hell is that? And then, so I'm trying to wake Gary, and I'm like, Gary, my water broke. There's nothing. I'm like, Gary, what? This most evil voice comes out. What?
What?
And I'm like, my water broke. Oh shit, okay, I'll go tell your parents. So Tyler actually ended up, surprisingly enough, being born on Grandparents' Day. My parents he wasn't due till September 27th, and he came on September 9th, which was a Sunday, ended up being Grandparents' Day. And they were there for it. So then here's a little funny fact, just because this is a memory.
Am I going to laugh at this?
You will laugh at this.
Anytime anybody says it's a fun fact or a funny fact, I have to interject with that. I do that to everybody. I'm like, wait. Am I going to laugh at this?
If you do not laugh at this, then there's something wrong with you, because this is my dad.
Okay.
Again.
Go on. Yes, this episode dedicated to him. Yes.
Daddy, Greg, he wanted to be in the delivery room, and I'm like, absolutely not. What is wrong with you? Why would you want to?
That is odd.
But he did, and I finally gave in and was like, fine. And he looks at me and he goes, what the hell is the difference? I saw it before there was hair on it. See?
Yep. That just happened.
Did. Okay, edit this shit out.
No, we don't edit anything.
But no,
And that's beautiful. You said your dad loves dirty old man jokes.
My dad was a very dirty old man.
He is still.
He still is. I'm sure he was giving the nurses hell.
I bet you he's pinching some nurse's ass right now.
I don't think he is right now, but he probably was a couple days ago.
Let's hope so. In his mind, he is.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's
So that's good. But
but he did. That was
I
his
had
comment.
a point before
and
this.
I remember looking at him going, the
yes,
fuck
but
is
you're wearing
wrong
a hat.
with you?
No one can see it.
Yeah, no one can see the point. So at work, here's what I like to do. I like to walk over to coworkers and say, hey, do you have any whiteout? It looks like you make a lot of mistakes.
If you walked up to me and said that to me, I'd be like, bitch, shut the fuck up.
I still
about half of them get it. And I'm like, oh. They're like, yeah, I got some right here.
If someone doesn't get that, they're like completely
they're probably
dumb.
like, anyone who doesn't get that is probably like, yep, here you go.
Yeah. So when I worked at the large aerospace company, I was talking to one of my coworkers. And,
Bonering. It was.
And
we know it wasn't Boeing.
And they said they had just started, and they said, so what do you think of this place? I'm like, I don't know. I work with a lot of tools. And they're like, what kind of tools? Like CATIA or like Excel or what? I'm like,
wait, Excel's not a tool?
You're in the tool category, my friend.
You just became part of the crib.
That's right. Tool.
You will fit right in here. We have a job for you.
So I totally want to get like a coworker card that says, get better soon.
I know.
And then when they open it, it just says,
there's nothing
I know
wrong.
you're not sick, but I think you could do better.
Yeah. I work with, frankly, we work with a lot of tools.
Yeah.
You know what? I think I work with a few tools.
Oh, shit!
Wait, I only work with like...
The LA Times podcast.
Wait.
Fury in the morning.
Yeah. Eddie, I love you, but you're my favorite tool.
You know, I would work for the radio station.
I know. We kind of had this discussion.
If they actually,
decided to pay you?
Bingo, dingo.
I do get paid.
It's the fastest who gets paid, and it's the fastest who gets laid.
I don't get laid.
Yeah, we've covered that. I have no idea why this is happening.
Because I'm a prude, I guess. I don't know.
I think you're just too selective. We talked about this last episode.
We did.
You should be selected. You have that right. There's good dudes out there. They're just not in the thumb.
I don't think there's any. You know what? I just think that, you can get laid, or you can get
fucked,
or you can get.
Carry this for a minute.
Oh, I got this.
You can get whatever, but it takes something special, and I just haven't found that special. It's just not there. There's nothing.
Yeah, it's understandable. I mean,
it just doesn't. I guess I'm really a bitch. Holy shit, I just realized
I don't
it.
think...
I think I just know how to do myself better.
So, really...
I can fuck myself better.
There's that.
Than most guys
There's that.
can.
There's always that. I mean...
Melanie keeps fucking high-fiving me because she's like, hell yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's always that. You know, it's so
and this
funny
is
because...
going on the air, so I just want to apologize to everybody because,
No, you're fine.
oh my God.
You have not said any... Hey,
I'm, really in an emotional state.
Instead
so
of talking about your tits this time, you talked about your water breaking. So that's a whole 180 right
there. No, we
there.
did talk about that last time, too, though.
Your water breaking?
The boys' birth stories are on podcast.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah,
They
their
will
birth
live
stories
forever.
are on podcast.
You know, that's a big part of the reason why I do this is because I'm not going to be around forever, and my kids can realize how big of a dick I truly am.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I just found out last
this'll
week you had a
live-
boy and a girl.
this'll live
and
on-
I thought you had all girls.
Nope. My boy is he's too much like me, and it scares the shit out of me because his
Silver.
his life's
I
going to
can't
be
wait till
difficult.
mine does that.
Well, there you go. Keep coming on this podcast, and it'll fucking stress you the shit out.
Did I come on this podcast?
I think you did last week in the 3rd episode that got lost.
Oh, thank God that motherfucker got lost. Jesus.
My goodness, your
Criminy.
orgasm when we recorded those sounds. Holy Christ.
I'm just going to tell everybody right now that's not.
That did not happen. I'm joking.
Thank you.
It's a joke. This is a joke, by the way. She did not have an orgasm while we were recording.
It takes a lot for me to orgasm, and anyone who's been with me to make me orgasm knows that.
That information was volunteered, however.
It was, because I needed to clear this shit up.
So, all right. How many men that you've been with have actually accomplished making you orgasm?
3.
3. And what was it? Was it them? Was it the way? Was it the method? Was it the size? Was it the smells? Was it the Prince playing in the background?
No, it was their technique.
Their technique.
Yeah.
And how would you describe that technique?
I can't without.
You can't describe it?
Well, I can. I don't want to.
Was it speed? Was it precision?
No,
was
it was precision. Oh,
pressure?
Oh, it was precision. It was
okay.
It was. Wow. Yeah.
So they knew the sequence, basically. They cracked the code.
They cracked the code. That's a great way to put it. They cracked the code.
There you go. Adam, take yourself off mute. There you go.
The Fibonacci sequence.
The Fibonacci
they cracked
sequence.
the code. They knew immediately when they did something. It was like, whoa, here we go. And, oh, my God, my sons better not listen to this.
Why? That's nothing terrible.
But, yeah,
Your
no.
mother deserves orgasms.
Oh, hell yeah, we do. But, no.
Every human does.
But, yeah, no, it's like there was one that accomplished 16.
16 in one setting, one step up to the table?
Yep.
How did you even walk after that?
It was a little difficult.
Not
but-
far.
It was a little difficult, but yeah.
Well,
it's,
pray tell, at what stage of your life were you? Like, how age roughly? You don't have to be specific. But
just a couple years ago.
Oh, just a couple years.
Post-divorce.
Wow.
Damn.
Dude, if you're listening out there, good job. Whatever you're selling, she's buying.
Did he come in a package?
Oh, Jesus.
Well,
I understood
might
that.
have been my package.
So why did you let this person go?
Who's got time for all that?
I can't say because it'll give it away, but
Well, just
they were,
in general, it wasn't because of the sex; it was other reasons.
No. Still amazing friends.
Okay.
Still amazing friends. Just
Does he know that he achieved 16 orgasms in one setting?
He knows.
All right,
He brings
okay.
it up quite frequently.
Okay. He
We're
lets
still
you know.
amazing friends. Oh yeah, he lets me know.
Okay.
No, it was just that we're
You can
few years apart.
You can
and-
use generalizations. So
Yeah,
he was.
we're-
I assume he was younger then.
Yes.
Okay.
And,
Because older would probably not be alive to give you 16 orgasms
Absolutely.
in one setting.
That was the most amazing time. So, no.
Yes, Adam. This show has devolved since you left to use the
I left
restroom.
for just a minute.
And I
No,
took it.
it was like
you
3.
know where I have to take
You
it.
had to undo the butt and the zipper, blah blah blah. No,
and release the hounds.
it
The podcast Triple Express.
it was the Triple X. I like that. So, although I've never watched porn.
Go on. You
But-
can use generalizations. We don't
The
care.
generalization is we're both just, we're about 10 years different. And
Ooh, you're
he's-
robbing the cradle. Holy Christ.
Well, but no, he just, we both we're in just different stages of our life. I don't know how to put that any
Does he
clear.
have any kids or anything, or no?
Of his own, no.
That's all you need to say right there. That's the
Yeah, of
difference.
his own, no. Does he want kids of his
Yes.
own? Yes.
See,
Can I
don't,
do that?
Did I?
No.
I've told you. I read people. I understand.
So-
You don't have to mansplain.
Oh, you were
me.
going to do a reading.
Nah.
Oh,
we're over
yes,
that
you
now.
have to do a reading. You have to do a reading of me. So,
Well, all right. I know that one of the things you do is you definitely are not shy about how you're feeling. You wear your
No.
heart on your sleeve.
thank you.
You will tell people how it is, and sometimes you're overly emotional, and that's not a terrible thing.
That's all right. I
But
get
sometimes your emotions can control you.
it. Absolutely.
And that's not a bad thing. You
But
definitely
it can be.
You definitely. One of the things I really enjoy about you is your kids are definitely the center of your world,
Oh,
which mine are
absolutely.
too. Mine are for me too.
Absolutely.
So you have a big heart, and I don't know. You don't fuck around. You know exactly what you want, and if something is happening that's not what you want, you're not afraid to say so. And I appreciate
Absolutely.
that's brave. That's fucking wonderful.
Here comes some amazing people right
Well,
now.
there you go.
You know what I took from that?
What's that?
Me and this podcast are not number one to you.
I love you, buddy. This is my baby. Come on.
But I already overtook you as the co-host.
I know. This is the Tao of Phil, though. This is the Tao of Phil.
Hey,
this is
Tyler.
what happens in his life.
Quick,
he
put on a
really
headset.
doesn't. He really doesn't care because that's basically what it's about.
So we have Tyler Montgomery joining us now. As
Did
a
you
guest.
say that right?
I
You
said
really
Montgomery.
breezed through
know
that.
how
I
to
don't know.
say
I
my
didn't hear
last
it.
name.
I didn't hear it right. I think that's improper.
Can you hear?
Can
yeah.
can you-
Oh, yeah.
There you
Here
go.
he is.
Turn him down. Gain's
And
a
then-
little
Yep,
too high.
Gabe's a little bright there.
There's that deep voice that you do not expect from this
A
child.
ripping. Yeah.
Hey, Gare. All right, Tyler, sit. Have
So-
a seat.
How you doing? We've been talking about, well, you. And how are you
Well,
doing?
not completely about you.
No.
but
No.
We've talked about other things too.
Yeah.
unfortunately.
And
But
not,
anyway.
not good things. That was
Not
me.
about you,
That was
okay?
me. Not about you. No. My own insecurities. Don't worry about it.
So, Tyler, tell us what's going on in your life right now.
Not much.
Other
Yeah.
than
Busy.
boats, campers,
Hey.
cars.
I know, right,
Jeez,
man?
oh,
This
geez.
guy's building a dream over
He's
here. I like it.
Filling my yard with all this shit that
As
it's
he
like
should.
what the
Your
hell?
yard that somebody drove through the other day in a white 18-wheeler.
Tyler will tell you about that. Tyler,
Yeah.
tell them about the
Did you buy an
thing that-
18-wheeler?
No.
You
Oh,
did it
no,
on
I
purpose, didn't you?
That was my guess. Is that it was you?
No.
I said it to him. I go, did you just freaking hot rod through my yard? He's like, no, I'm not kidding you. It wasn't me.
That would have been a good excuse, though.
It was. It would've.
would've.
It's the perfect crime. I like it.
Is it a crime to drive through your mom's yard?
I don't know. Ask my mom. She got
Tyler, is
pissed
it a
when I
crime
did
to
it.
drive through my yard?
Absolutely not.
Well, you're going into corrections, correct?
Yep.
So yeah, you would know.
Yeah.
I take your word for it.
It's not a crime to drive through your mother's yard. But is it a crime, Tyler, for someone else to drive through your mother's yard?
I don't know.
When you are sitting on the couch with my dog.
You have to leave
And
a
don't
note.
pay
You have to leave a
attention
note.
to
I'm sorry. I fucked up
Sorry.
your yard.
So sorry.
And then just sign it vaguely like a doctor, so you can't even
Yeah.
see what the fuck it says.
Or Jim.
And yeah. Sorry, Jim.
All right, so Tyler, tell us about what's going on in your world.
He said nothing.
I know, but there's
Perplexing.
a lot going on
Not
in your
really.
world.
Any love
There
interest?
is.
Any chasing after any females?
No.
I'm not chasing after any males.
Do you want to
No.
know? You want to
Either
know
way,
what he
man,
says?
there's nothing wrong with either of that.
He says that girls are too much trouble.
They are.
Yeah, he's
That's
not
what he
wrong.
They
says.
are.
Yep.
You know, you're very young to be that astute. That's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, he
'Cause
said we're too much trouble.
Women are too much effort, too much trouble, and you know what? Here it is. Basically, so what do a condom and a woman have in common? If they're not on your dick, they're in your wallet. That's the bottom line.
You know, I can't complain.
Oh, Tyler,
He doesn't-
Shama, we gotta go.
He
Tyler
doesn't
has
even
something
carry
to
a
go tomorrow.
wallet. Yeah.
So, all right,
This-
I'm going to end this segment because I have to go. 'cause
Okay.
Tyler has something to do
Thank
tomorrow.
you for joining us, Tyler. Thank you for joining us
Oh,
for a
no
brief
problem.
moment. It was wonderful. You're welcome
Tell
on the
us who you
podcast
are
anytime.
again.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
What was that?
Tell us who you are, honey.
Tyler Montgomery.
See, he pronounces it better than you do.
I know, right? That deep voice throws me every time. So this was your episode of the LA Times / PNA.
Yeah, whatever that old
Podcast.
thing
Took
used to
over
do.
she took over my co-hosting gig.
You gave it to me.
Yeah, you're right.
You gave it
I'm
to
going
me.
to start another podcast.
Start that
And it's going
motherfucker.
to go head to head with this podcast.
My podcast is going to have hookers and blow.
My podcast is going to be number 9 in Israel.
We're number 10 in Israel right now.
All right, we should get out of here. Thank you, everybody, for joining us, and thank you for listening. You've been listening to the PNA Podcast Express.
LA Times.
LA Times, Adam Filkins, Laura Montgomery, Tyler Montgomery, Phil Nickel. Make good choices.
Always make good choices. Some I don't know how to do.